Hello, my name's Jo Madams. I'm the Emergency Plan Officer for Northamptonshire County Council, and I'm joined with my colleague Paul Hebborn from British Red Cross, and we'll be talking to Paul in a minute. Today, on day 20 of 30 Days 30 Ways UK, we're going to be talking to you about options, what you can do in an emergency if an emergency is happening near to where you live or work. So one of the options is that if you're being told by officials to go indoors, stay indoors and close all doors and windows. Now this might be because of a large fire nearby where a smoke plume may impact the health and well-being of the residents nearby. It could be a chemical spill. So items to have indoors might be items such as bottled water, equipment for yourselves, your children or pets. Of course, another reason, you might have to evacuate your home due to flooding, an exploded bomb, a fire nearby, and if you haven't got anywhere to go, such as friends or relatives nearby, the local authority will set up an evacuation centre nearby, provide you some shelter and warmth, and you'll get all the information you'll need there. So since the 80s I've worked with British Red Cross, and I know when we go to an evacuation centre it's always nice to see Red Cross there. They help us tremendously in a evacuation centre.
Yes, my name is Paul Hebborn. I'm the Emergency Response Officer for Northamptonshire, and my volunteers and myself are here to work with the reception centre managers to record and then support people when they have to be displaced from their homes. We've been doing this for many years, and we have all the equipment here. We use this Land Rover, which we have behind us, to transfer everything, so it doesn't matter what the conditions are, we'll get there, and that's what we do. Loads more boxes if we need them. But the initial boxes are those 1 through to 6. Then these are the spare toy boxes.
Excellent.
Food boxes, and then they're just surplus supplies.
Another scenario, of course, is if you have to evacuate your homes, where you'll go to a place of safety. Now, if you can't go to your friends and family, which would be an easy option for you, the local authority will set up a reception centre or an evacuation centre that will provide a place of safety and warmth for you to go nearby. If you are evacuated, make sure you take your grab bag with you with your essential items in. This will make life much easier. You'll have details of your medicines, phone charges and items that you might need if you're taken to an evacuation centre. Don't forget, if you've forgotten your medication when you go to a reception centre or an evacuation centre, the local authority, local council has plans in place, and we work closely with the health that can get your medicines to you. We work very closely with British Red Cross here in Northamptonshire, as do other councils across the UK. I've worked with the Red Cross since the 80s, and I know at a reception centre where they do a lot of good work, it's always good to see the Red Cross there to help. We have a stock of camp beds and hygiene packs held in Northampton, ready to go at a moment's notice across the Northamptonshire to help. It'll be similar for you where you live. Your local emergency planning team, your local council will have plans in place to support you in case of an evacuation. An evacuation centre or reception centre is usually open for about 48 hours. If it goes on for longer, then the local council will set up alternative accommodation for you. In certain cases, sometimes the reception centre, evacuation centre is open for longer. I know we had in Billing Aquadrome evacuated a few years ago. We opened one up for 5 days, and I know the same in Whaley Bridge with the recent incident up there.
For today's task, I'd like you to consider whether you've discussed with friends and family places you could go to in the event of an emergency. This would help us when we come to relieve the stress on the reception centre. Thank you.
And keep an eye on tweets today, because we'll be tweeting, and also there'll be a survey for you to complete at the end of the day. Thank you.